The clinking of glasses, the hiss of the coffee machine, and the hurried footsteps of customers rushing out before work filled the air of Sunnyside Diner. To most, it was just another small-town restaurant. But for Emily, a 24-year-old waitress with tired eyes and an honest smile, this diner was her lifeline. Every tip mattered, every extra shift counted, because she wasn't just serving food, she was fighting to keep her little brother in school and her mother's medical bills paid. Emily had always been known for her kindness. She never complained about the long hours, the rude customers, or the aching feet at the end of her shift. Instead, she found small moments to brighten someone's day, slipping an extra muffin into a child's bag, covering a coworker's shift when they were sick, or refilling a coffee cup before a customer even asked. But little did she know that her kindness would soon cost her everything. One rainy Tuesday morning, a scruffy-looking man walked in. His clothes were plain, his shoes were worn, and his tired expression suggested he hadn't had a warm meal in days. Most of the other staff barely gave him a glance, he looked like just another drifter passing through. But Emily noticed. She walked over with a warm smile, her notepad ready. "Morning, sir. Coffee to start?" she asked. The man hesitated. "Actually, I'm not sure I can. I don't really have enough money." Emily's heart sank. She thought about her own struggles, the nights she'd gone to bed hungry just so her brother could eat. Without hesitation, she whispered, "Don't worry about it. Coffee's on me today." The man looked up, shocked. She not only poured him coffee but also slipped him a plate of eggs and toast when the manager wasn't looking. The stranger's eyes glistened as he murmured a quiet, "Thank you." But across the diner, someone was looking, Mr. Johnson, the manager. A man who valued profits more than people, who watched every dollar like a hawk. His jaw tightened as he noticed Emily's generosity. By the end of the shift, Emily was called into the office. Her hands trembled as she sat across from him. "You gave away food," Johnson snapped. "He couldn't afford a meal," Emily explained softly. "It was just eggs and toast. It didn't cost much." "That's not your decision to make," he barked. "Do you think kindness pays the bills? Do you think rules don't apply to you?" Emily tried to explain, but it was too late. With a cold, sharp tone, Johnson said the words that crushed her world. "You're fired. Clear out your locker." Tears stung her eyes as she stepped out of the office. Her co-workers avoided her gaze, afraid to speak up. She untied her apron and walked out of the diner, heartbroken, wondering how she would explain this to her family. What Emily didn't know was that the scruffy man she had fed was not just a customer. He was actually Daniel Walker, the CEO of the very company that owned Sunnyside Diner. He had come undercover to see how his employees were treated. That night, Daniel couldn't sleep. Emily's act of kindness replayed in his mind, along with the cruel way the manager had treated her. He had seen greed, coldness, and neglect from many managers in his business, but rarely had he witnessed genuine kindness like Emily's. The next morning, Emily sat at her kitchen table, staring at the pile of bills. Her younger brother asked timidly, "Em, are you okay?" She forced a smile and told him not to worry. Inside, she was falling apart. But then, her phone rang. "Hello, is this Emily?" a deep voice asked. "Yes. This is Daniel Walker. I'm the CEO of Sunnyside Diner. I believe we met yesterday." Emily froze. Her heart raced. Was this a joke? "I was undercover yesterday," he continued. "I saw what you did. You didn't just serve food, you served humanity. And I saw how your manager treated you. That was unacceptable." Tears welled up in Emily's eyes as Daniel went on. "I want you back, not as a waitress. I want you as part of my leadership team. People like you are what this company needs." Emily gasped. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. Yesterday she had lost everything. Today, her kindness was being rewarded in ways she never imagined. When Emily walked back into the diner the next day, heads turned. But this time, she wasn't wearing her apron. She was standing beside Daniel Walker himself. He gathered the staff and made an announcement. "Yesterday, I came here undercover to see how my employees are treated. What I witnessed shocked me. One of our kindest waitresses was fired for showing compassion. That ends today. He looked at Emily and smiled. This young woman represents the heart of this company. Starting today, she will help us lead initiatives to ensure kindness and respect are at the core of Sunnyside Diner. The room fell silent. The manager, Mr. Johnson, turned pale. He was fired on the spot. For Emily, life changed overnight. She wasn't just rehired, she was promoted. She now had the stability to support her family, but more importantly, she had the platform to make a difference. She introduced programs where employees could offer free meals to those in need, where kindness was rewarded, not punished. Her story spread across the town, then across the internet. People were inspired by the young waitress who lost everything for doing the right thing, only to gain more than she ever dreamed.